Um, hey guys, I guess it's been a while, a year maybe. Yeah, I think a year. Um, a lot's happened in here. I just got so busy with school that I kind of forgot that I had a channel, and yeah, and also Fortnite kind of just got boring to me, so I couldn't really make content. But I like this season a lot, so and yeah, and I moved. I got a girlfriend, and a lot's happened, so we're just kind of gonna play and catch you up on that. I've changed a lot, but yeah. So basically, yeah, I moved. I'm out of the state, out of the state I lived in, and I'm still friends with Cooper. If you remember Cooper from the OG videos, I'm pretty sure he's on Fortnite right now. He might be. Yeah. See, look. But why does he want a friend? I just call him a hug. And then I'm gonna click the game. But yeah. So I've been playing this this season for a little bit, and I liked it a lot. So I decided maybe it's time to start making content again. But to be honest, I think I'm gonna change the style of content. How I posted before, because I was a cringy kid. But yeah. So yeah. But the reason I stopped posting it because I got so caught up with school, I forgot I had a channel, and then I remembered I had it, but I just didn't enjoy Fortnite enough to start posting again. And like, it's hard, and I tried to enjoy Fortnite again, but I just couldn't, especially since Fortnite was forcing so much stuff to make the game popular again when it just wasn't working. So, now that I'm enjoying Fortnite again, I can start making content. This kid. But yeah, this season is kind of just sprite based. If you haven't watched Fortnite at all this season, there's like sprites you collect on the map, and then they have different abilities. I don't wear sprites in the games, especially since I have good sprites and stuff like that. But I mean, I enjoy the season a lot. So, but yeah, and let's just try to get a win while I kind of just catch you up on what's happening in my life. When I moved here, I met this girl, and we started dating, but it was pretty obvious she didn't want to be like in a relationship with me, which I guess I don't know how I didn't notice that, but I really thought it would work. But and then we broke up, and I missed her for a while, but then I got another girlfriend, and then her parents made us break up, so we had been broken up. And that other girl came back into my life, and we kind of got close again, and now and then we just started dating, and we started dating again. It's kind of weird. But like me and her were kind of on and off for a little bit, but we never started like dating again until now. But ooh, that was dumb. But yeah, and I'm happy with her, and maybe she wants to be in a relationship this time. Seems like she does, at least. So, but then again, you never know. So, but yeah, and I realized a lot since last time I posted. But also I realized that I almost just ate that. No matter what you do, you're not always gonna be happy with what you do or how you do it. So yeah, and also I was so focused on living my life for other people and making them happy that I didn't make myself happy, which is also why I needed to take a break. But I realized that I really just stopped caring, because why would I care about what other people think of me when it's my life and it's not theirs. So I'm just gonna live it how I want to live it. Especially if I let people walk over me because I thought it would make them happy or make them like me more. But it just makes them think that, oh yeah, I can just use this person to get what I want or how I want it. So holy aim. But yeah. I said yeah at least 100 times this video. So, and sometimes you gotta realize that you're not always gonna make people happy, and you don't always have to make people happy, as long as you're making yourself happy and you're enjoying like what you're doing in your life. And that's like somewhere in a place, like at least you're in somewhere in a place where you're enjoying your life. That's good. I mean, your life doesn't have to be perfect because nothing's perfect, so your life's never gonna be perfect. As long as there's somewhat some kind of joy in your life, or something that brings you joy in your life, then you gotta realize that you have something like to be living for. Like for a while I thought that I was kind of just living, like I was just living for nothing and I was kind of just there. But then I realized that, I mean, I have some good things in my life that, you know, so I have reasons that are worth living for, so why not live for it? Like, stop taking things for granted. And stop, you know, just try to make myself happy. That's what I'm doing, and, you know, and I mean, always, it's not always gonna work, and it doesn't always work, but, you know, it does work sometimes if I just realize what I'm doing it for. But also, you know, sometimes I get back into that mindset where I think I'm kind of just living. But, you know, again, I realize that I have, you know, a great girlfriend, and, you know, I have a nice home life. I'm living in a nice home, and there's people who are homeless and who have to work for what they have, and I never kind of worked for what I had. I've always just kind of had it. And, you know, one day you're gonna wake up and realize that no matter, like, oh, how mad you get at your parents, oh, they never did anything for me. They did. If you live in a house and you eat food every day, if you can go to your pantry and eat food that you want to eat, then they did, you know, they did things for you, because some kids just can't do that. They look in their pantry and there's nothing in there, and they look in their pantry and they go to their parents' room and their parents aren't even there. So you can't take what you have for granted when there's people who don't have anything to take for granted. And I know I'm kind of just going on about stuff, but it's kind of how, this is just stuff I want to like get off my chest. And, you know, you can't always think that everything's gonna be perfect, because not everything's perfect. So just, I'm pretty, you know, I already said this, but I just want to make sure, because 49. But just enjoy it while it lasts. Like, eventually you're not gonna have things to take for granted if you don't work for, like, your parents work for the stuff that you have. You're not always gonna have people who just do everything for you, and, you know, oh yeah, here's dinner and stuff like that. You're gonna have to make your own dinner eventually. You're gonna have to wake up early to go to work instead of sleeping in. And during the summer, you're gonna have to work. You're not gonna be off during school. So, you know, just kidding. Why did he just shockwave? To spray on my box? Ooh, that kid almost killed me. Anyway, sorry I was kind of locked in because that kid almost just started me. Anyway, but yeah, you're not always gonna be able to just kind of do whatever you want. I mean, you're not able to like do whatever you want, but you're not gonna be able to like wake up in the morning like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play Fortnite, I'm gonna play Minecraft, and stuff like that. You're not always gonna be able to do that. You're gonna have to wake up and like, oh yeah, I gotta go to work. No, yeah, I gotta watch my kids. And if you have little siblings, you know, like, oh yeah, I gotta wake up, I gotta watch my siblings. But you know, you're gonna have to be responsible eventually. I mean, I'm not saying, oh yeah, become responsible now. I mean, you should be responsible now, but not responsible for like, oh yeah, taking care of kids and stuff like that. And if you are, props to you. But if you're just enjoying what you have now, that's great. But you're not gonna be always able to enjoy what you have now when it's gone. So remember that, like, you gotta savor it while it's there. The King's Bar just did that. Go shot this. But yeah. Oh my gosh, these are the type of kids to fight, but they just build up and then they just start building more. But I just wanted to extract my spark. I don't know how mad for this. 60. Bro. Fuck all that. See you on the way. But you know. Oh my. Pre-fire. Oh, my internet. Holy, that just killed me. I'm dead. Holy. Yeah. So, you know, I'm back. I'm not gonna post this much. Maybe like once or twice a week. But yeah, thank you so much for, you know, the support. If you guys support me and follow me, please drop maybe like and follow, and yeah.